Welcome to Messenger of Love with Gina Pero. I am excited for our guest. Her name is Katie Dong. She is from the Bay Area, and she is an incredible and talented young dancer that I am so delighted today to have on my show. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I love it here.
So I invited Katie to the show because I have seen her admire the journey of well-being in dance and also life coaching. Not only is Katie a current coaching client of mine, but she is an advocate of the 5-6-7 well-being movement. And I know, let's just have Katie introduce herself. And how old are you, Katie?
I'm 14 years old currently, yeah.
Wow. When did you know that you loved dance?
I feel like I've known since I was really little. And then my mom basically put me in class probably when I was like 3 years old. So it was a really young age. But I started to really love dance probably like 7 years old, because that's when I really started competitive dancing. And I think that's just been my passion for so long. And having done it for so long, I feel like I couldn't imagine my life without it.
Wow, what a blessing to know what you're so passionate about so young.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, this show is all about love and doing what you love and loving what you love so large. As you know, I have a lot of love.
Yeah,
so how do you know when you love something? I think that's a question that our audience asks, like, well, how do you know?
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you can't imagine life without dance. And me having a background in dance as well, I was so fortunate to know I just loved it. But how did you know? How do you know you love it?
I like know that I love it because I could like feel it in like my heart. And like whenever I dance, like it's like not anything I am like hesitant about. And then like an example, because like I went to a school trip to DC actually for like a week, and I did like no dance at all. And I kept telling my mom like, when am I going back to dance? Yeah. So like that's like how I knew.
Yeah. I mean, I have never heard you complain about dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard you say that you were tired or, you know, I mean, yes, stressed, of course, because we're performing and there's a lot to go to it. But yeah, I've never heard you once complain.
Yeah. I'm always like looking for it to go and like learning new things.
What would you say to the audience? Like, you're 14.
Yeah.
What's a message of love that you continually need yourself as a 14-year-old dancer?
I think like to follow my heart, honestly, because that helped me a lot, like from not comparing me to others and knowing like what I want to do instead of like following other people.
So like follow your heart.
Yeah, definitely.
What a great message of love. What would you like to share as a message of love to the audience today?
I think just to trust yourself, because like you know yourself the best. And that has helped me a lot, because like knowing what I want to do versus like what I think other people want me to do, because then like in the end when I do what I like personally want to do, I always feel like happier and more like positive.
What great wisdom there. Thank you for sharing that. I know you're passionate about well-being.
Yeah.
And I feel so blessed to have met you and be on this journey together. So, I mean, so much. I just, it's amazing. I am inspired by your motivation to take care of yourself so young. What is the purpose of that for you at 14 years old? Why do you value well-being?
I think because well-being also like helps me like in the moment, and it'll also help me in the future as well. Because well-being has helped me like calm my nervous system before I compete, which has been like a very big thing for me because I tend to get nervous. Yeah, so that has helped me a lot, finding like myself and like different ways I can calm it down. And then well-being has also like helped me find myself as well. Like going through the week, not only in like dance, but also in my daily life.
Yeah. We get asked on the show, what is well-being?
Yeah.
And you know me now to know that everyone has their own definition or their own awareness of what well-being is. How would you define well-being for you?
I think just taking care of yourself and finding ways to like know your body, and then when to keep going and when to like take a rest. I think that has helped me a lot in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've heard this many times in dance. Love yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like just love yourself, right?
Yeah, a lot.
And you and I know it takes daily practice to continue that love of self. What would you like to share with the audience? Like, what do you consider to be love yourself?
I think just accepting yourself and like knowing your strengths and like not like your weaknesses, but things you can like grow with, because that helps, like, again, not comparing yourself and then leading to like negative thoughts about yourself, because I think loving yourself can also help you grow like quicker and like keep working hard.
It's that personal development that you have committed to over the last 2 years. Yeah, I have seen Katie really commit to her personal development daily, weekly, continually, like writing down your tools that help support you, that help you love you and get to know you. If there was a young dancer in the audience at your age, say 14 years old, I'm sure there's a 14-year-old watching somewhere who loves dance like you, what would your encouragement be for that 14-year-old dancer to help guide them into their next step? What might you want to share with them?
I think like to love yourself and then like focus on what you want, and it doesn't have to be like what you want to do in the future, just what you want like in the moment, because I feel like being present, like what you taught me, has helped me a lot, and just like staying in the moment and know yourself, and just all of those kinds of things has helped me, and I think it will help like the audience as well.
Yeah, one of our favorite tools that Katie and I get to play, we like to say we play games, is the Right Now tool. So we're going to share it with you because it's a wonderful tool to stay present, and it can be a game with another friend. And so I'll just go for it, and I'm going to say right now, I'm interviewing Katie Dong on the Messenger of Love with Gina Pero show.
Right now, I am with Miss Gina in her show as well.
Right now, I'm wearing a white blouse.
Right now, I'm in Vegas.
Right now, we are talking about love and well-being and encouraging others to do the same.
Right now, I am talking about being present and how it has helped me a lot. Yeah.
It's a right now tool. You just start with right now, and you activate that presence and that part of your brain that can be here and now. And I know that has been a game changer for you in your life. I know just in our last session, we talked about making decisions and asking for clarity. And what Katie and I talked about was the encouragement to ask in the right now format. Like in this moment, you know, what is true, best, and highest for me and my path right now? And we talked about clarity. How powerful has clarity been for you in your journey to love yourself?
It's been like really helpful because like in every decision you want to like do what's best for yourself and what you think is. So finding clarity for me is like, it's kind of easier for me and my body as well, because I just like go with what I feel my body is telling me. Wow. Yeah.
14 years old, everyone. Imagine at 14 having this love of self, you know, that Katie is an example of. I acknowledge you in this moment for all that you've been committing to.
Yeah, it has helped me a lot. And I'm so grateful.
Well, being a dance advocate, of course, it's how I met Katie, and, you know, I still love dance, and I love, love, love dance, and part of this show and what we want to share with all of you is that is the courage to know that you can continue to do what you love, love, love without any excuses.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there is a tagline I like to share, which is, love, period, no excuses. And it's an encouragement to all of you to not excuse what you love. And what we have learned, and I know Katie and I have talked about this, is there can be projection from outside sources that project on you. Perhaps that projection can be, you're not enough, right? Perhaps that projection can be a negative bullying, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes that projection can be like, oh, you're gonna dance, but you're only gonna dance till you're 19, or, you better be careful because dancers don't make money, right? We've heard these projections around what you love, around what we love. And so today I am encouraging all of you listening to this episode to delete those projections, huh, Katie?
Yeah.
And follow what you love no matter what, because as Katie shared today, accepting you and knowing what you want and taking care of yourself are all keys to doing what you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. What has been a challenge for you, Katie, on your journey of love of self, or have you had any projections that have, brought you down? Can you share a little bit about some challenges?
Yeah, I think one of them is for me in dance especially, legs and leaps and stuff like that. I think something I've been told is that I'm not flexible enough or something like that. And I think loving yourself is as I said before, just accepting yourself. And then I feel like that has helped me a lot in my growth as a dancer as well, because I can find other things that I'm great, I love doing as well, and in dance.
Yeah.
And especially when I hear people say that negative things, I choose find positive, and instead saying I can't do it, just I can't do it right now.
Right now, tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and positive thinking. I was just reading a research article from Harvard that said one of our basic needs that we need to be happy is positive thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us some of the positive thoughts that you continually choose each day. I think that's really going to help our audience.
I think just putting in your head I am enough, I am loved, just all those positive small affirmations help me a lot during the day, because either when I'm kind of sad or not at the highest point, I just know that the future will hold something great for me, and mistakes are okay as well.
Wow, to accept that mistakes are okay. Talk about self-love.
Yeah.
Mistakes are okay. Ooh, take that, audience, because I know when I was your age, Katie, when I made a mistake, the love of myself was drop. I mean, I was dropping it like it was hot. You know what I mean? There was no love of self over here. I would think about the mistake for so long, and then I would be upset, and then it was harder for me to actually love myself through the mistake. But it sounds like you are learning that now.
Yeah. I struggled with that before, coming off stage.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would have, not done, what I knew was the best that I could do, but it was, the best for then. And then I would kind of feel, down on myself. But I think now, if that same thing would have happened, it would have been, different.
Yeah.
It's okay, I learned something new.
Yeah. Wow, the growth that you have in your mental capability and your ability to activate positivity and activate love in times of hardship. Let's talk a little bit about that. Faith, spirituality, one of my favorite topics, as you know. My friends can call me a spirit junkie, whatever they want, but I grew up with spirituality being very, let's just say it was a daily practice of mine. I would love for you to share, how do you have faith at 14 years old in this reality?
I think not only in myself, I see it in other people. I think that has helped me a lot, knowing that there they have faith as well can push me to have faith too. And knowing that like everywhere I go and whatever happens, it's like for a reason. And like even if it's doesn't happen like right now, it will come at its time when it like needs to.
Wow. How did you develop that faith skill?
I think it was actually from like my mom, because she like teaches me and my whole family actually that like things happen for a reason, and like just because you like hope for it right now and you have faith for it right now doesn't mean that it will always just right away happen. And I think she definitely like teaches that in our daily lives as well.
Oh, shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
You know, it was my grandma that I watched have faith. It was like an example, and that helped me as well. Like seeing someone else walk by faith and trust in their timing and actually like talk about, hey, Gina, it's okay. It's not right now. But you know what? It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So keep the faith. That's kind of what my grandma would say. And it was helpful.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard, isn't it, at times? I mean, I don't like to say it's hard, you know that, but it's possible to be in the moment of hardship and have to surrender, right?
Yeah.
You want to share a hardship you've had where you've had to call upon your faith to move through it? Let's share that.
I think just for me, knowing when to like step away from whatever I've been doing for like a long time, and seeing when like that path is not like come to an end, but a new one has opened. I think that helps me a lot as well.
Yeah.
And to get through it, I think the clarity, like trusting myself, and also my family, we also have like a lot of faith, like whatever happens is like going to happen, and whatever comes after is like meant for us. I think that has helped me a lot overcoming like hardships that came. Yeah.
It sounds like you have a very supportive family unit to help you as well.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Yeah, I did too. You know, I love family. I love, you know, treat people like your family. I love the whole essence of that value of togetherness and non-judgment and unconditional love. You know, meet people where they are, you know. What I want to name, though, that you just talked about is like what people would call letting go. You know, like being able to let go of what you've been doing for a long time because you know that it's time to move on, right?
Yeah.
Woo, high five on that. Because I know that my friend Corey and I, we talk about letting go and like, how do you let go? You know, we talk about this whole like the idea, you know, okay, is it that, like what is it exactly?
Yeah.
But I love how you worded it today, Katie. I love how you said, you know, when your time is coming to a close, perhaps, to trust that what is next is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I think we're going to close on that note. That's pretty powerful. And I would consider that to be love. One of my mentors, Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, she says, Gina, love is letting go.
Yeah.
And I want to encourage all of you that maybe there is a time in your life right now that you're afraid to let go of what you've been doing for so long because you're comfortable with it or you've been doing it and maybe you're not happy in that moment. So taking Katie's words of wisdom today, trust that what is next for you is for you and it's okay. And to go for it.
Yeah.
We're going to say grand jeté over there. Grand jeté is a leap and dance. And we're going to do that. Katie, is there anything else that you want to share with our audience today?
I think just the main thing, to trust yourself and that you know yourself the best. And just when one door closes, another one opens.
Oh, thank you, Katie, for being on the show today. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for helping us understand what love is from your shoes. Because, you know, love is love. And I mean, I know the reason I started this show was to guide others into a space of love, knowing what love is for them, and knowing that love is possible especially in hardship. Love of self is possible. Thank you so much, Katie, for being on the show. Thank you for all your being in the dance community, by taking care of yourself, by learning what love of self is, by doing the personal development. I am inspired by you. I love, love, love coaching with you. I love who you're being, and I'm just excited to see where your journey unfolds.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Everyone, we'll see you next time on Messenger of Love with Gina Pero. Take care.
Hang on. Hold up. So I have one more message, and this is so very, very, very important. As you can tell, I just came back and my shoes are off. It is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to put your notifications on so you are notified on when the next episode is. And share this Messenger of Love show so the world around us gets these messages. Subscribe, notifications, and share. There it is. That's a wrap.